as we all heard, directly about Bhagavan Shri Krishna from none other than the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Today, let us learn the principle for which Bhagavan Shri Krishna, the principle that Bhagavan Shri Krishna stands for, the principle that Bhagavan Shri Krishna embodies, which is life is auspiciousness. Let us celebrate it.
Let me narrate a story. At the entrance of a temple, a beggar was always stretching out one hand, asking for alms, begging. One day, people saw that his both hands were stretched out for begging. They asked him, "What happened? Today you have suddenly stretched both hands. Until now, you were stretching only one hand. Why?" He said, "I have started one more branch."
There have been many situations in our life where you felt life at its best. There have also been situations in your life where you felt this is the worst phase of my life. Why is this happening to me?
Now let's do a small exercise. Pen down 3 situations where you felt this is the best phase of my life. Second, my life is falling apart. What to think of the best situations in life? What to think as the worst situations of your life? Just pen down 3 situations.
Three situations in your life. It can be any situation, any 3 situations at any point in time. Just 3 situations in your life where you felt this is the best phase of my life, and where you felt, oh God, this is not what I expected. Life is falling apart. This is like the worst phase I'm going through. Pen down 3 situations under each category. And once you're done, you can say done in the chat. In Facebook or YouTube or in the Zoom, if you're done, you can say done in the chat. If you're finished writing, please say done in the chat. Thank you, Devika Rani. Okay, now let's move on to the next step. We always think that our happiness is depending on the situations happening in our life. The fundamental flaw is that we always feel we need a reason to celebrate life.
Everything is auspicious. Just celebrate it. One day, a drunk hunter went to the market to buy a bird retriever dog. To his amazement, he found a dog that could walk on water. He immediately took it home. He invited one of his friends to hunt the next day and took the dog. When a flock of ducks came near, he took him and fired and silently watched. The dog walked on the water and retrieved the bird. He looked at his friend for reaction, but the friend remained silent. He asked him, "Do you see anything unusual about my dog?" The friend replied, "Yes, but the dog is unable to swim."
If life happens the way we want, then we celebrate it. If not, we blame and curse the life happening to us. We always think that the external situations of life decides how we exist and relate with life. This is the cause of in our life.
As long as you base your pain and pleasures on the external situations of life, you are bound to be in suffering. The truth is, if you celebrate when things are going great in your life, you are bound to feel powerless when things are not going the way you wanted.
The flow of our life is based on what you celebrate as your existence. People celebrate their existence for various reasons. Some people celebrate their existence because they are the master of a language, some because they can write poetry, some because they can dance well, some because they can paint well, some because they look very good, some because they have a lot of money.
Celebration of life should not be based on the external situations happening in your life, but based on the cognition that I celebrate my life because I am consciousness.
Once, Bhagavan Shri Krishna was crossing a river Yamuna with a group of gopis, women devotees. The river was in spate. Krishna said to Yamuna, "If it is true that I am a brahmachari, part and let me walk across." The river parted and Krishna walked to the other bank. A sannyasi who watched this was dumbstruck. Krishna, a brahmachari? He walks with these women who are his lovers and he says he is a brahmachari and the river parts for him. How can this be? This is what Krishna explains here. I am the procreative energy, but without lust, without attachment, and without fantasy. I am the ultimate reality.
If you are celebrating your existence because you have large money, you are Vaishya. If you are celebrating your existence, power, social celebrity status, existence because you have all the pleasures of your life, you are Shudra. If you are celebrating your existence because you can torture others, you are Chandala.
Two friends met in a street. One of them looked sad and almost on the verge of tears. The other one asked, "What happened? Why do you look so sad?" He replied, "My uncle passed away 3 weeks ago. He left me $50,000. His friend said, "That's not bad." He continued, 2 weeks ago, my cousin died and he left me $90,000. The friend cried, "This is great." He went on, "Last week, my grandfather died. He left me $1 million. His friend asked, "Then why are you so sad?" He replied, "Because this week, nobody died." What are you celebrating in life?
If you're celebrating your existence because your consciousness, Paramashiva, you are a power manifester. Anybody who decides to celebrate themselves because they are consciousness becomes Pratyagatma Chaitanya Jagrata. That is, which means the individual consciousness in them is awakened.
Just decide. More than I celebrate my money, more than I celebrate my youth, more than I celebrate my any other capabilities, more than I celebrate any other possibilities, I celebrate myself because I am consciousness. I want each and every one of us who are watching this to internalize this most powerful sacred secret today on the auspicious occasion of Holi. This is the main message that we should take with us. You are not celebrating yourself because you are wealthy, because you are healthy, because you have some capabilities. No, you are celebrating yourself because you are consciousness. The ultimate.
That is it.
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
That is the secret. Whatever you feel as you will seek the company of that. If you feel that you are a human being, you will seek the company of other human beings. If you feel you are consciousness, you will seek the company of that Paramashiva.
And that is why all of you are here on a Monday morning in India and the eastern part of the world, and Sunday night in US and Canada and North America. If you are here, sitting here, attending the Bhagavan Shri Krishna Bhava Samadhi Darshan program and listening to this, understand very clearly, you are somebody who is on the path of realizing and seeking the truth that you are consciousness. And that is the only reason why you are here today. That is what has brought you to have the darshan of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Feel blessed. Feel grateful for the Supreme Pontiff for awakening this in us.
Decide and declare. I celebrate my life. I celebrate myself because I am consciousness. I celebrate my consciousness more than money, relationships, power over people, status, career, job, capabilities. You will naturally start celebrating Paramashiva and feel the entire life is auspiciousness.
I request each and every one of you who are watching us live on YouTube and Facebook and two-way video conferencing to please declare this in the chat, in the YouTube chat, Facebook chat, and in the two-way video conferencing Zoom chat. Just the first line. I celebrate myself because I am consciousness. Please type this in the chat. I celebrate myself because I am consciousness.
I can't carry the message that the White House is carrying right now. He looked at me and he said, you do what you need to do. To me, that was permission to really.
I celebrate myself because I am consciousness. Please type this in the chat. Yes, I can see Tatiana, Suzanne, Joyce, Ching Ho, Devika Rani, Geeta, all these Delmira, Leah, Mangyanesha, Gokila Devi, Ma Dharmadara, and the chat is flooding on the video conferencing. Let's see, in YouTube, we have Ma Shamba Priya, Iskol, we have Krishna Shri, Shivandri Hali, Ivar, Kartik Raja, Holi, commenting on YouTube. Please, I want every one of us who are watching this live, just type this one statement in the chat. I celebrate myself because I am consciousness. Just declare this today on the auspicious occasion of Holi. This is the message from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We are celebrating life. We are celebrating Holi. We are celebrating our life because we are consciousness. Not because you have health or wealth or you have capabilities or powers, because you are consciousness, and that is the ultimate truth. So whoever is watching this, please go ahead and put it in the chat. And now here on Facebook Live, we have Alexandra White, Karen Peterson, Bala Subramaniam. We have Yogeshwari, Mahakatita. All of you commenting on our Facebook Live. Ma Patricia, Nitya Shivapriyanaya, Sevananda. All of us are messaging on the Facebook chat that I celebrate myself because I am consciousness. Let's move on to the next step.
The truth is, Paramashiva is real. Celebrate him, his presence in your life in every dimension. More and more you celebrate his presence, he manifests through you. Don't struggle. Struggling is absolutely immaturity.
Swamiji actually shared a few satsangs back. He said, whether you realize it or not, whether you understand it or not, whether you cognize it or not, you are Paramashiva, because that is the truth. Whether we cognize it, whether we express it, whether we manifest it, doesn't matter. That is the ultimate truth. So start remembering this principle. Paramashiva is real. When you wake up, remember he's real and he's there in you. He's the one who pushed you out of the dream state into the waking state. When you eat, remember he's real and he's the one who provided the food for you to eat. Manifest this principle in every situation of your life. And remember, Paramashiva is real.
Start manifesting this principle. Paramashiva is real. When you wake up, remember he is real and he is there in you. He is the one who pushed you out of dream. When you eat, remember he is real and he is the one who provided the food for you to eat. Manifest this principle in every situation of your life.
Whatever the purpose may be, how you want to exist, or how you want to eat or keep yourself healthy, or the way you want to dress and keep yourself beautiful, the way you want to maintain your mental health, relationship, feel supported, or the way you manifest joy, or the way you want to manifest the idea of success, the way you want to manifest extraordinary powers and possibilities. In every way, celebrate Paramashiva. He is real.
Ordinary human mind has the biggest problem of trying to make meaning out of everything happening in life. Obsessive compulsive disorder. All you need to do is see the auspiciousness that is manifesting in your life.
A beautiful story. Narada, a devotee of Vishnu, was going to Vaikuntha, the abode of Bhagavan Vishnu. On the way, he saw a yogi sitting in meditation. The yogi asked Narada, "Oh Narada, can you please ask Vishnu how long I must wait before I become enlightened?" Narada said, "Surely I will ask," and he went on his way. Next, Narada encountered a man who was jumping and dancing under a tree. He asked Narada, "Oh Narada, please ask Vishnu when I will have his darshan." Please listen. He never asked when he would become enlightened. He asked Narada when he would have Bhagavan Shri Vishnu's darshan, his vision. He said, "Ask him to grace me. How long should I wait for his grace?" Narada said, "Surely I will ask. Don't worry."
Narada went to Vaikuntha and came back with the replies. Narada said to the first yogi, Vishnu said, "You must wait 4 more janmas to become enlightened." The yogi fell into depression. Oh, 4 janmas, 4 more lifetimes. What will I do? The person who is dancing around asked Narada, "What did Vishnu say?" Narada said, "He said you must wait for as many janmas as there are leaves on this tree. Then you will have his darshan. Only then his grace will fall upon you." As soon as he heard this, the man said, "Oh, he gave me the assurance that he will grace me. That is enough." He started jumping and dancing again. The moment he uttered this, there was a stroke of lightning and the divine descended. The man became enlightened. See the drastic difference. For the 4 janmas, the first man get depressed. And for as long as the like thousands and thousands of leaves, in spite of that means that many janmas he had to wait, but still the assurance that Vishnu gives him the darshan, the man started jumping and dancing, celebrating life. So that's when the divine manifested in him.
So all you need to do is celebrate and understand whatever is happening in your life is auspiciousness. That is what Paramashiva means. The very word Shiva means causeless auspiciousness, sarva mangalatva. Whatever that is happening is auspicious. Let us listen to this short video from the Supreme Pontiff.
स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्य.
Today's subject is move towards love. Let me read the sutra from the Shiva Sutras, then we will see the commentary. I'll read the translation of the sutra. Put mind stuff, chitta, in such inexpressible fineness, above, below, and in your heart. It's a very powerful sutra. Shiva says, the mind stuff means chitta. Understand, we have many words to describe mind. Chitta is the word which needs to be understood. Chitta means the collection of memories with which you have emotional attachment. Please understand. Chitta, mind stuff. That word meaning in Sanskrit we call chitta, collection or totality of all the memories with which you have emotional attachment. If you don't have emotional attachment, it will not be called as chitta. No. That becomes a different part of your mind. We have too many words to describe mind and parts of the mind. Here Shiva says, let you go beyond chitta, you will experience your heart and the pure consciousness. Very beautiful, very subtle science, very beautiful sutra. I think this is the essence of all spiritual traditions. All spiritual traditions, they start with love and end with love. They start with love, end with love. In the whole world, there are only two kinds of people. One who feels everything is auspicious, whatever is happening is auspicious. Other one, whatever is happening is bad. That's all. We have only two groups. One group which feels whatever is happening is bad, we need to correct. The other group, whatever is happening is good, let's flow with it. One thing, the group which feels whatever is happening is good is too small. That is why it is not able to run news channels. That is why it is not able to convince people whatever is happening is good. But the people who believe whatever is happening is bad, they are majority and they are able to take over the power of the legal enforcement system and the countries. So constantly they are convincing the society whatever is happening is bad, we need to do this, do that. The other day I was talking to a group of people, I was telling, whatever is happening is good, auspicious, mangalatva. One guy asked, how can you say this? Just the other day, 33 were killed. How can you say whatever is happening is auspicious, mangala? First thing he asked me, how can you say whatever is happening is good when 33 people are killed, murdered? Of course, logically, you don't have answer. Logically, you can't understand. This guy is telling whatever is happening is good. And if you see around the world, so much of terrorism, so much of killing, so much of things are happening. How can somebody think or feel whatever is happening is good, auspicious? Very difficult to believe, very difficult to connect with, very difficult to understand. But all the great traditions, all the great masters, all the enlightened beings are not only saying, they are radiating that confidence and that energy in their body language. If you see or live around an enlightened being, you will feel that such a ecstasy and energy is being radiated by him, so much of confidence is radiated by him, you will come out with a clear idea whatever is happening on the planet Earth is good. How can this be? How can it happen? How can we say whatever is good, whatever is happening is good, when so much is happening in front of our eyes? I tell them, understand, good or bad cannot be defined, decided with your logic. Good or bad cannot be described, cannot be decided just based on what you think about them. Whatever your logic has learned as good or bad is limited only to the life of you and the people directly around you. But life is not just limited to you and the people who are around you. If you look little deep, life is beyond your logical comprehension, your logical understanding. In Sanskrit, we have a word Shivam. That word means auspiciousness. But the activity of Shiva is destruction. In the Vedic tradition, you will be surprised. The word Shiva, if you see the dictionary says that word means auspiciousness, causeless, auspicious energy. That's the exact translation of the word Shiva. And his activity is destroying. In Sanskrit, we have a beautiful word for the destroying, not even destroying, creating space for new things happening. Understand? You can see the destruction as destruction or creating a space for new things to happen. If you see the destruction from the other dimension, it's like a creating space for new things to happen. Just think, nobody dies, nothing is destroyed, what will happen? You think the creation can happen? You think the rejuvenation can happen? You think new people coming, new energies coming will happen? No. Understand, the planet Earth is still alive because of two things. One, death is happening. Death is happening. Constant possibility for rejuvenation, for new things happen, exists. Second, you can't take away anything from here when you die. If there was a U-Haul service, just imagine, if there was a U-Haul service to take whatever you want when you leave, anything would have been left? I don't think this all will be here, or this pad will be here, or this wooden piece will be here. No. The planet Earth is still there because of two things. One, the death, the possibility for rejuvenation is happening. You can't take away things when you leave. Otherwise, nothing would have been here. If you look, the same destruction, the destruction energy from the other angle, Shiva, most auspicious thing on the planet Earth is the possibility for rejuvenation. The possibility for rejuvenation keeps the whole thing alive. Understand? If you look just with your logic, with a very small vision, you can always complain, blame that whatever is happening can't be called auspicious. If your vision expands, if your understanding expands, if you start looking at the life from a bigger picture, from a bigger perspective, from the greater understanding, you will realize the truth. Whatever is happening is auspicious. Understand? The more you realize whatever is happening is auspicious, you become insider of the cosmic energy. Always a person who is insider feels whatever is done is the best thing. Whether it's a person who is ruling a country, or ruling a city, or ruling a infrastructure, or ruling a company, or ruling a public institution, anything. The person who has got power feels best thing is getting done. The person who is outside, he thinks, no, worst things are getting done, best things are not done. It is the drama, always happens. If you feel best thing is happening, you are becoming an insider. Means you are becoming part of the person with power. If you are empowered, you start thinking best things are happening. If you start thinking best things are happening, you are empowered.
Shivoham, Shivoham, Shiva Swarupam.
India has given birth to great Paramahamsas, mystics, saints, and divine avatars who have consistently delivered this world from darkness to light. One such enlightened master, exuding divine grace, overwhelming compassion, and unfathomable spiritual knowledge, all at a very young age, is Paramahamsa Nithyananda.
कोटि सूर्य स्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्त हृदय निवासिनम् नित्यानन्दम् नमोऽस्तुते कोटि सूर्य स्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरम् भक्त हृदय निवासिनम् नित्यानन्दम् नमोऽस्तुते.
Nithyananda was born as Rajashekharan, the second son of his parents Arunachalam and Lokanayaki in the temple town of Tiruvannamalai, South India. 10 days after he was born, the family astrologer predicted that Rajashekharan would grow up to become a Raja Sannyasi and guide the world, something his parents were not happy to hear. At the age of 10, Rajashekharan was initiated by Raghupati Yogi. In his moment of initiation, Rajashekharan was blessed with a vision of Parashakti. He went home and carved the vision he had in soapstone. One day, Rajashekharan was found etching a complex shape on a copper foil. It was the sacred Shri Chakra. The Shri Chakra is believed to be a diagrammatic representation of the cosmos. Sri Ramana Maharishi, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Sharada Devi were sources of inspiration for young Rajashekharan. At the age of 12, on the sacred day of Buddha Purnima, Rajashekharan had an intense encounter with the divine, an out-of-body experience that was to change the course of his life. By his 17th year, Rajashekharan's spiritual quest became too fierce. He left home on a journey of arduous self-discovery with no assurance whatsoever, but only a glimpse of the divine he received at the age of 12. He wandered far.
Everything that happens in life is auspicious. Let us see an incident, a beautiful incident from the life of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Karna asks Krishna, so much injustice in my life. My mother left me in Ganga when I was born, and I grew up as a Shudra, even though I am a Kshatriya, not even knowing my father's name. What kind of life is this? Why?
Krishna smiles and replies, not only did I not grow up with my parents or know their name, do you know how many assassination attempts I had to face as a young child, starting from when I was in the womb, before even I was born?
Bhagavan Shri Krishna is the embodiment of the principle. Life is auspiciousness. If you see the injustice done to Karna and Krishna, Krishna had 100 times more injustice done to him. But not only he always celebrated his life, he contributed to the world. Karna always reacted to life based on the external happenings and wasted his life.
That's why the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism always says, everything happening in and around you is auspiciousness. If you understand that, you are Shiva, Paramashiva.
Once you are initiated, once you are my disciple, even if you think that everything in your life is falling apart, nothing is falling apart. Be very sure they are all falling in place, in proper place.
Hold on to that powerful cognition that Whatever is happening internally and externally is auspicious. Things are not falling apart, they are falling in place for your higher purpose.
Everything happening is auspicious. If you won a lottery, it means wealth is getting created. If suddenly you lose money, it means wealth rejuvenation is getting created. You are not a loser. You are Paramashiva. Things are not falling apart, they are falling in place. Sometimes losing wealth creates the kind of energy to work hard that is worth millions of dollars. Understand this principle. Everything in your life is auspiciousness.
Earlier, you have done pen down one exercise, that situations where you felt life as at its best and life at its worst. Now see how whether you thought whatever you thought was bad, destruction happening in your life, have turned out to be auspicious.
Pen down whatever you thought as bad 2 years before, but now how it has turned out to be good. Write down 5 incidents each year. You will understand how Paramashiva is manifesting. It is not just a powerful cognition alone, it is the truth. If you understand this one truth and settle down, even death is a celebration. So now let's do this small exercise. So what you will do is you will pen down incidents which you thought was an inauspicious event, was a bad incident. It was like, oh God, why is this happening to me a few years back? But now when you look back, you are like, oh God, that's the best thing that happened in my life. Such incidents in each year, which earlier you thought was an inauspicious incident, but later that happened to be a most auspicious incident in your life. Please go ahead and pen down 5 such incidents in your each year. Take a few minutes to pen down. It's very important that we all do this assignment. Just look back into your life, and that is when you realize everything that is happening in your life is auspiciousness. I'll give an example, right? From the life of the Supreme Pontiff, who has like literally every stone thrown at Swamiji, Swamiji has picked up that stone and built a temple for Paramashiva. That literally Swamiji's life is a living demonstration of this truth. Hundreds of assassination attempts, false cases, what not were slapped on the Supreme Pontiff. Yet today, everything that was done to Supreme Pontiff, Swamiji has made it as a stepping stone for the revival of KAILASA, the enlightened Hindu nation. Swamiji was denied his passport. Swamiji was cancelled of his citizenship. Swamiji did not even have a country to stay. He created a nation. So whatever Swamiji never, obviously, for him, everything is auspicious. He is radiating. He's an incarnation of Paramashiva. His life is a living example for each of us to learn. Whatever may be done to you, if you stand with this one cognition that everything that happens in life is auspiciousness, you will only see more and more auspiciousness unfolding in your life. So let's all take a few moments to look back into your life and understand what were the incidents in my life that I thought were bad incidents, what I didn't want to happen. But now when you look back, they were really the best things that triggered, that caused great breakthroughs and success in your life. Please take a few moments to identify 5 such incidents each year. I request all the participants to also post. So if you're comfortable posting it in the chat, please do post what kind of incidents are you able to identify, which you thought was not a very good happening in your life, but later on ended up being a very extremely positive happening. Please post in the chat, in the Zoom chat, in YouTube chat, and in Facebook chat. We are monitoring all the 3 chats simultaneously. So please do take a moment and post it so we know that you have understood this assignment correctly. Pen down incidents which you thought was bad before, but later on turned out to be auspicious. Identify 5 such incidents each year and put it in the chat. Please put any such incidents that you're able to identify. Please put it in the chat. Okay, so we have one of the participants has put an incident in the chat. I'm going to read that out. This is Ma Gyaneshananda. In 2019, I was so upset that I had to take an office job. It was my blessing because in this time of COVID, I am being taken care of because I was working before the shutdown. Now I don't have to worry so much about money. Wonderful, Ma Gyanesha. You have exactly identified the right incident where the powerful cognition perfectly. Wonderful. I request our YouTube viewers, Facebook viewers, example of an incident. You don't have to give too much details, but just for us to understand if you have understood the assignment correctly. Please do post any one incident in the chat that you thought was not a very good incident, was a bad incident happening, but ended up becoming auspicious for you. Identify at least one such incident and post it in the chat. We'll give you a couple of more minutes and then we'll move on. Okay, so I have one more sharing here from Tatiana from Canada. She says, in high school and university, I went through depressions. And what consciousness, those incidents ignited my. Yes. Okay, so now let's move on to the next step. Just come to this conclusion once. Life is Paramashivoham. At least once, come to this conclusion, the cognition that my whole past is auspicious, even when I have not realized that it was auspicious when it was happening. Finally, it landed up as auspicious. There is a living power holding me, protecting me, guiding me, lifting me, and I was never alone. That force was always protecting me through me. Everything needed in you to experience life as Paramashivam, the ultimate truth. I request everyone, I'm going to read this once again. Please provide your complete. This is the climax. We are coming to the climax of the powerful cognitions. Life is Paramashivam. At least once come to the conclusion, the cognition, the belief, the understanding that it landed up as auspicious. There is a living power holding me, protecting me, guiding me, lifting me, and I was never alone. And that force was always protecting me and manifesting through me. This will trigger everything needed in you to experience life as Paramashivam.
Even if you are struggling to come to this completion and cognition as Paramashivam, have a deep, sincere prayer to Swamiji. Swamiji said, "This is the ultimate truth. Can you help me to manifest this truth?" Swamiji immediately opens the door and blesses you, accepts you. When you pray for the right things, Paramashiva does not take time to manifest it. It is an automatic tathastu.
Please sit straight and close your eyes. Declare your integrity to Swamiji and Paramashiva as I read this line. So please sit straight and close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breathing. Inhale and exhale. As slowly as possible and as deeply as possible. Please repeat this after me. I cognize my whole past is ultimate auspiciousness, Paramashivam. My whole past and my whole present is ultimate auspiciousness, Paramashivam. Let my whole future be ultimate auspiciousness, Paramashivam. Anywhere I have not come to this powerful cognition, please help me come to this powerful cognition. My Guru, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has said this is the truth. Please help me manifest this truth. Make a clear sankalpa. Create a strong will, Ichha Shakti, as you cognize that your whole past, present, and future is ultimate auspiciousness. And anywhere you are not able to come to this conclusion by yourself, just pray to Swamiji. Swamiji, I request you to create to make me realize that whatever happened in my past is ultimate auspiciousness. Let me come to this powerful cognition with your blessings. I pray to you. Make a clear sankalpa. You can now open your eyes. Let us make a clear decision. And this is the ultimate celebration, the celebration of Holi, the celebration of life itself, the celebration whom we celebrate as Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Let us now celebrate the presence of Bhagavan Shri Krishna in our lives. How do we celebrate the presence of Bhagavan Shri Krishna? By dressing up as Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Today, as we are all getting ready for the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. You know what is so unique about the dressing of Bhagavan Shri Krishna? It is the flute, the butter and the flute and the peacock feathers. Of course, a beautiful, radiant smile. He wears a lot of jewels, and Krishna's always, he loves yellow color. You know, yellow color silk is what Pitambara we used to call. He always comes in yellow color, always has a peacock feather on his forehead, and has a small namam on his, on his forehead, and has a beautiful smile. And he always wears like a beautiful dhoti and like an he ties it around his hand also sometimes, has a flute in his hand. And dress up as Bhagavan Krishna. So take a time, take a few minutes to dress up as Bhagavan Shri Krishna, to manifest that space of oneness with him, to experience the Bhava Samadhi with Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Take a selfie on Facebook and post it on Facebook or Instagram with the hashtag Bhava Samadhi, hashtag Krishna. So we'll give you a few minutes for you to dress up as Bhagavan Shri Krishna. We have a lot of comments on Facebook and YouTube, so we're going to be reading some of the comments. And while you're dressing up as Bhagavan Shri Krishna, and post your selfie on YouTube and on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Please post your selfie with the hashtag Bhava Samadhi and hashtag Krishna. So while we are all doing that, we are going to be reading some of the comments, and then we'll be moving on with the preparing ourselves for the darshan today. We are going to be having the live darshan of Supreme Pontiff, the Bhava Samadhi darshan at 10 a.m. So we are almost like an hour away before we have the darshan of Swamiji. And here we are having a lot of messages on Facebook. Sukanya Suresh is saying, from YouTube, she is saying, I was worried about my disease of spondylitis. But after I met Swamiji, now my disease is a blessing, because that is what brought me to Swamiji. Beautiful sharing, ma Sukanya Suresh. Thank you so much. And Tiara Forrest was also saying, I think to Tatiana's point, she's saying, that's a great point. I hadn't thought about the depression I used to have is what ignited my seeking too. Great. You are able to relate with Tatiana's sharing. And Holi is saying COVID-19 has exposed all the delusion on how we all should live. I totally agree, ma. So in that way, COVID-19, what we call as a global pandemic, is also a blessing. It made us realize how much delusion we were all living in. Jan Vamadeva Shivam is saying, I was born in a deeply dysfunctional of family. This has led to my lifelong pursuit of truth and spirituality, and how that's been a blessing for you. Beautiful. Jan Vamadeva Shivam, you are definitely identified, hit the nail on the head, how it brought you to the pursuit of truth and spirituality. And I request all the other YouTube viewers also to continue to post what are the things in your life that you felt were inauspicious but ended up being extremely auspicious for you. So we can read out like how, see, Tiana Forrest didn't realize her depression was actually awakened the seeking in her. But as soon as she heard Tatiana, she was able to relate with it. So when you post it, there will be so many hundreds of people out there who will be able to relate to your example, to your sharing. Okay, so Mary Mabry is saying, I had a knee injury, which I thought was horrible at the time of the injury. I started a PhD program to become a chiropractor, and I had to take a lot of anatomy and physiology classes. The injury allowed me to learn anatomy experientially. I became very interested in how to heal the body and learned anatomy easily. Wow. Beautiful, Mary Mabry. It was a perfect sharing. Okay, and we have one more sharing. He says, I lost my job with the university. It was a blessing as it freed me to live the life in a way that is much richer and full of life. Now I am up at Paramashiva Prema. Welcome to the Sannyas order and welcome to the life of Sannyas. So you losing a job actually led you to taking up the best lifestyle one could ever imagine, the life of Sannyas. When Montana died and my house was destroyed, I was thinking it was bad. Now I think it is very auspicious. Beautiful. And we have one more sharing. Ching Ho is saying, in 2019, I was now looking back, it's a good thing since the COVID virus was probably circulating there already at that time. Absolutely, Ching Ho. Beautiful sharing. How we think, what we think as sometimes inauspicious ends up being the most auspicious thing in our life. We have had great sharings from YouTube, Facebook, and our Zoom two-way video conferencing participants. And if you have any such sharing, what you thought as inauspicious ended up being the most auspicious thing, please continue to share. Okay, so now I'm sure we all had given a little time for you to quickly dress up as Krishna. Now, please do come back as we are going to be proceeding with the rest of the program. And we have to get ready for Swamiji, for receiving Swamiji as Krishna at 10 p.m. 10 a.m. today, Indian Standard Time. We'll be having the Darshan. So now we'll move on. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Shri Krishna actually explains so beautifully that for you to experience an immediate manifestation of your desire, see, not just manifesting your desire, for immediate instant manifestation of the desire, Bhagavan Shri Krishna gives a beautiful technique. In the 4th chapter, 12th verse, Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, Kankshanta karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devataha Kshipram himanushe loke siddhir bhavati karmajam. Those who long for the result of an action worship with rites the divine energies, for in this mortal world, the success of an action comes immediately.
Any result you want to manifest, worship the divine. Then worship Sri Krishna.
So what are the different ways you can welcome Bhagavan Shri Krishna into your life? Say today, on the auspicious day of Holi, the day where Bhagavan Shri Krishna performed the last Rasa Leela, gave the experience of Bhava Samadhi to consciousness, gave the experience of oneness with Bhagavan Shri Krishna to the Gopikas and the Gopas. He is landing back on the planet Earth today in the Nija Avatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Now, if Bhagavan Shri Krishna is coming at your doorstep, how would you receive him? What are the different ways you would receive Bhagavan Shri Krishna? Offer flowers at his feet, or you offer jewelry to him, or would you give a nice cow to him, or how would you receive Bhagavan Shri Krishna? Would you offer a beautiful cloth to him? What are the ways we can welcome and invite Bhagavan Shri Krishna into our lives? Let us take a look. So the first is the offering to Rukmani Shri Krishna. We have different dimensions of Krishna. Here, offering to Rukmani Shri Krishna. The Sankalpa offering. What is Sankalpa offering? Sankalpa offering is where, in the presence of Bhagavan Shri Krishna's energy, the names of you are chanted for you to manifest what you want in your life. So in his presence, in the presence of Bhagavan, your names and your family members' names are being chanted in the Sankalpa offering. There's a direct reference from the Rig Veda, and the benefit of the Sankalpa offering, it says, offering our Sankalpa, the conscious resolution at the feet of the divine, is a sacred and a conscious act of aligning our straying mind into empowering our declarations with the auspicious will, power, and manifesting energy of the divine to manifest our intentions into reality and for living an enlightened lifestyle. You can move to the next slide. So Sankalpa chanting is only $1 per person. It is typically like what, how you go to a temple and you do the archana, where the priest brings the plate and they will ask you to touch the plate. And they will say, okay, tell your name. And then you tell your name, and then the priest actually chants it as a part of the Sankalpa. So I would recommend every one of you, do not miss offering the Sankalpa. Every darshan, it's only $1. Even that $1 is kept only to know your intention in wanting this service. Otherwise, it's almost free of cost. That $1 is only for you to request saying, please chant it in my name and in your family member's name. Because without your conscious intention, this cannot be done. So I would recommend every single one of you who are attending and listening to this, ensure that your name is chanted for you to receive the blessings for you and for your family. So the Sankalpa offering is just $1. It is not for money. It's almost a free service done by KAILASA, offered by KAILASA, just so that all of us get to receive the blessings of Bhagavan Shri Krishna in our life. It is just $1. And for you to, if you want to go ahead and offer the Sankalpa, you can click the link that is being in the bottom of the screen, and we are also scrolling it. I request the interview operator to please project the screen, the Sankalpa offering link, the payment link at the bottom of the screen. It's tiny.cc/BSD Sevas-29 March, MAR. I request the interview operator to please project it, a static link at the bottom of the screen, so it's easy for you to see, and go ahead and type. I also request all the causers to put the link for the Sankalpa offering in the Zoom chat, Facebook chat, and in the YouTube chat. So it's easy for our viewers to click through and go ahead and make the offering.
The next offering is Pratyaksha Pada Puja to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. The scriptural reference from Guru Ashtakam, Adi Shankaracharya, Guru Ashtakam, verse 4. It says, Videsheshu manya swadesheshu dhanya sadachara vritteshu matto nachanya गुरोरङ्गि पद्मे मनश्चेन लग्नं ततः किं 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 ततः किं. The translation of this verse is, I am honored in other lands and I am prosperous in my homeland. In the paths of righteous conduct, there is none who surpasses me. Thus, one may think that if one's mind be not centered upon the lotus, what then? What then? Offering precious and intense guru-disciple relationship. Offering of Pratyaksha Pada Puja cost $1,008.
The next is the offering of Vastra Alankara Seva, offering of cloth to Rukmani Shri Krishna. The reference to the offering of the cloth to Bhagavan Shri Krishna is mentioned in the Krishnashtakam, where it says, the one, the Lord who is adorned and resplendent with pitambaras, the silk garments woven with gold. He attracts the scent of tulasi. I bow down to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Traditionally, this seva is offered for better physical and mental health, well-being, and healing from any illnesses. The offering of Vastra Alankara Seva is $1,008. Why most of the offerings that we offer to Bhagavan Shri Krishna or for the other deities are triple gold be for your long life. So gold is a divine element. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of spiritual significance and a great spiritual power of healing and enlightenment. The vibration of gold has the power, energy, and the positive thought. Gold is a permanent and the most auspicious gift of eternal transformation of not only the one who wears or the one who breathes the air around it, but most importantly, for the one who gives.
Gold is present in all scriptures, agamas, Vedas, Shrutis, Smritis, Itihas. Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal which purifies our being. In the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold, rituals, feasts were offered in gold bricks. When one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual offering. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold. Streets would have huge columns and a huge archways made of gold. Horses, cows were dressed in gold. Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. Indus River was called Hiranmaya in Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartani in Atharvana Veda. Gold is the supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years. It lasts forever.
The next offering that you can offer to Bhagavan Shri Krishna is the Go Seva. The Go Seva is the offering of the cow feed to the cows. Offering the Go Sevas to the cows of Krishna for the manifestation of nourishment and removal of food-related problems. And the Go Seva can be offered in multiple denominations, like the offerings can be made at $108, $208, or $508. Next slide. So you have different options for making the Go Seva, and this leads to manifestation of nourishment and removal of any kind of a food-related problems. We have beautiful, happy cows in our Goshala, in many of our Adinams all over the world. So when you offer, the food gets offered to the cows. So you can offer food to these cows, and it is $108, $208, or $508. You can go to the link that's in the bottom of the screen, tiny.cc/BSD Sevas -29th March, and make this offering if you are interested.
The next is offering to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. That is Swarna Pushpa, the gold flowers. The reference for this is in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 26. It translates to, if one offers to me with devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or even water, I delightfully partake of that article offered with love by my devotee in pure consciousness. Offer a gold flower, small, medium, and large size. Small is 600, medium, large $1,800. Pushpa at the divine lotus feet of the avatar.
The next is the offering of the Tulasi Patra, the Tulasi leaves, the golden Tulasi leaves. The reference to Tulasi Patra is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, the 5th canto, the 3rd chapter, the 6th verse. Here it describes about Bhagavan Shri Krishna, who when offered, a devotee who merely offers Tulasi leaf, he sells himself. He gives everything to the devotee who just prays to him by offering a small Tulasi leaf. And the Supreme Lord, Bhagavan Shri Krishna, is causelessly merciful upon his devotee, so much so that even the poorest of a man can offer him a little water and a flower in devotion and thus please him. This is due to his compassion and his affection towards his devotees. So offer a Tulasi leaf, a Swarna Tulasi Patra, with a pure love to receive his grace forever. And you have different sizes that you can offer the Swarna Tulasi Patra, And the offerings are $600, $1,200, and $1,800. You can offer the Swarna Tulasi Patra, the golden Tulasi leaf, to Bhagavan Shri Krishna.
The next is offering to Yashoda Sri Krishna. That is Swarna Navanita Patram. The Swarna Navanita Patram means the silver vessel which keeps the butter. As all of you know, Krishna's favorite food is butter, which Yashodama fed him. So the scriptural reference is from Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 10, verse 19. It translates to, being very angry and biting his reddish lips, with his teeth, Krishna, with false tears in his eyes, broke the container of yogurt, a room, and began to eat the freshly churned butter in a solitary place. Offer the butter bowl to Bhagavan Krishna to effortlessly achieve success in all endeavors. Offering of Swarna Navanita Patram, the silver vessel, is medium, large, small, medium, and large. Small is $6,000 US.
The next is the offering to Bhagavan Shri Krishna, the offering of Tulabharam. The Atharva Veda, Parikshita, describes the Tula Purusha, the offering, ceremonial offering of Tulabharam, of Hiranyagarbha, the golden vessels, and the offering of 1,000 cows as one of the Mahadana, the supreme offerings. Matsya Purana also says that the Tula Purusha, the ceremonial offering of Tulabharam, as the Mahadana, the most supreme offering. In Hinduism, the traditional way of offering is known as Tulabharam, the sacred act of offering an item in equivalent weight of the deity or the Guru. Offerings can be various flowers: bilva, tulasi, dates, bananas, books, silver, and finally gold. Giving for the sake of giving, to open up to receive Paramashivoham. The Hindu way of offering with gratitude is the highest we have to receive the best possible things. So the offering of silver Tulabharam is $200,000 US, and offering of the material Tulabharam is $10,000 US. You can offer as materials rice, jaggery, ghee, and or oil.
The next offering is Swarna Valaya, that is gold finger ring. The scriptural reference is from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, verse 10. It translates to, the golden ornaments owned by the avatar are like the stars that decorate the very night sky of the cosmos. The avatar is the very compassionate cosmos that pervades all around for the individual consciousness to shine and realize its highest potential. The gold ornaments are a celebration of the selfless compassion the avatars give one and all, radiance of their own unique enlightenment. Offer the Swarna Anguti to Sri Krishna for the blessings of being in oneness with Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Gold finger ring cost $5,008 US.
The next is the offering of Swarna Kundalam, the golden earrings. The reference to Swarna Kundalam is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, the 3rd canto, the 21st verse. He talks about Bhagavan Shri Krishna, who is adorned with crown and earrings. Offer the Swarna Kundalam to Bhagavan Shri Krishna and manifest the power of listening and completion in your relationships. The ears of the Lord are very delicate and beautiful, always listening to the sweet songs of bhakti of his devotees. Be blessed with the grace of Bhagavan Shri Krishna's listening to all your heart's desires. The offering of the Swarna Kundalam, the golden earrings, is $60,000 US.
The next offering is offering of Swarna Nupura, that is gold anklets. Scriptural reference is from Bhagavatam, Canto 3, chapter 28, verse 15. It is the offering is for Purnavatara Shri Krishna. He also wears around his neck a garland of attractive silver flowers and swarna of bees, intoxicated by its delicious fragrance, hums about the garland. He is further superbly adorned with a pearl necklace, a crown, and a pair of armlets, bracelets, and anklets. The avatar is the most compassionate one, who manifests to bless and give unconditional love to the world. Their feet are so smooth as butter. They literally float. The golden anklets offering is the celebration of the avatar's compassion that is expressed when their feet press the earth. Just as the earth rejoices when the avatar's feet touches it, the one who offers golden anklets celebrate and cherish the feet of the avatar. Offer the Swarna Nupura, the gold anklets, to Bhagavan Shri Krishna and cherish the blessings of joy, peace, and completion in feet-related problems. Offering of Swarna Nupura, the gold anklets, cost $60,000 US.
Before we move on to the next offering, we have a couple of comments in YouTube that I would like to address. Vijay ji from YouTube is asking, are we going to be offering natural tulasi leaf or golden tulasi leaf? The offering here is Swarna Tulasi Patra. So the offering that we are mentioning now as sevas are the golden offerings only, not the actual tulasi leaves. It is a golden offering. And we have Adi Shakti, who has made a comment saying, offering anything to the Go Matas, the cows, will bring tremendous completion with ourselves. That is so true. Any offering you do to the cows, it will bring so much healing and so much completion in us. That is absolutely true. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so the next offering that we have is the offering of Swarna Kankanam, the golden bracelet. The reference to Bhagavan Shri Krishna wearing a golden bracelet is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, the 3rd canto, the 28th chapter, the 15th verse, where it says, the one who is adorned with a pearl necklace, armlets, bracelets, and anklets. So the offering of the Swarna Kankanam, the golden bracelet, to celebrate the hard work and the dedication of the avatar for blessing and healing the world, offer the Swarna Kankanam and be blessed with the strength and the power to face any problem in life. And the offering of Swarna Kankanam is $90,000 US.
The next offering is offerings to Purnavatara Sri Krishna. That is Swarna Murali, the gold flute. The reference is from Gopika Geetam, Srimad Bhagavatam. Offering of Murali. Murali is the bamboo wood instrument which sings enchanting melodious songs. Offering the Swarna Murali is a celebration of the avatar's walk and all of the unforgettable teachings and experiences his words have given a devotee. Experience your life as an enchanting and enlightening song of divine love and blissful relationships. Offering of Swarna Murali to Purnavatara Sri Krishna is $120,000 US.
The next is the offering of Swarna Hara, the jeweled pendant and the golden necklace, the reference of which is mentioned in the Vishnu Sahasranama, the 20th verse. It refers to the Bhagavan Shri Krishna, who is adorned with a crown and a earring. offering of the Swarna Hara to Bhagavan Shri Krishna bestows immense wealth and immense success in the business. And the cost of this offering is $180,000.
The next offering is offerings to Purnavatara Sri Krishna, that is Swarna Shanku, the gold conch. The reference is from Vishnu Sahasranama, verse 20, which is a specific shank for Bhagavan Sri Krishna, represents the celebration or Vijaya, victory, that the avatar will rejoice when his disciples are successful. Offer the Swarna Shanku to receive the blessings, to courageously declare Abhayam Sarva Bhutebhyo, giving refuge to whole cosmos, and win over all situations and projects which even the avatar will celebrate. Offering of Swarna Shanku, the gold conch, cost $180,000.
The next offering is the offering of Swarna Chakra, the golden Sudarshana wheel. The reference is mentioned in the Vishnu Sahasranama of Bhagavan Shri Vishnu, having the Sudarshana Chakra. The offering of the Sudarshana Chakra to Bhagavan Shri Krishna bestows the blessings of the deepest devotion and manifesting protection from any kind of negativities. We can go to the next slide. So any kind of negativities and giving us a deep protection is the Swarna Chakra, the golden Sudarshana wheel. The offering of Swarna Chakra is $180,000.
Next offering is offerings to Gita Shri Krishna, that is Swarna Mekhala, the gold hip belt. The reference is from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, verse 10. Offer the Swarna Mekhala to Sri Krishna, Sri Grita Sri Krishna, and receive powerful support and stability in life and prosperity in new life decisions. Swarna Mekhala cost is $180,000.
The next is the offering of the golden crown, Swarna Kritam, referred in the Bhagavad Gita, the chapter 11, 17th verse, and offering of the Swarna Kritam to be blessed with power of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Basically, the crown represents, its absolute lordship and rulership. So be blessed with all the leadership qualities of Bhagavan Shri Krishna by offering the Swarna Kritam for $200,000.
The next offering is offerings to Gita Swarna Purna Kumbha, the gold Kalasha pot, the gold coconut and gold mango leaves. The reference is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, chapter 8. This is the offering of the auspicious nectar pot made of gold with the gold coconut and mango leaves along with sacred water. Offer the Swarna Purna Kumbha to Sri Krishna and receive the space of completion in life. Offering of Swarna Purna Kumbha, the gold Kalasha pot, cost is $300,000.
The next is the offering of Rajata Andolaha, the silver swing. The reference to which is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Both enjoy seeing Bhagavan Shri Krishna in a swing. The avatar is always in the space of restful awareness, untouched and unperturbed by the external influences. Offering of the silver swing, the Rajata Andolaha, is a celebration of the avatar's powerful presence, which removes our suffering by stilling our life. The offering of Rajata Andolaha, the silver swing, is $500,000.
The next offering is offerings to Bhagavan Shri Krishna, the Moti Hara, that is pearl layered necklace. The reference is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, chapter 28, verse 15. Pearls are precious and sacred gems in all scriptures. The offering of the pearl necklace is a celebration of the rarity of the avatar in existence and his tremendous tyaga to undergo the immense pressures and express the ultimate compassion in imparting the knowledge of oneness. Offering of the Moti Hara, the pearl layered necklace, cost $900,000 US.
Next. So we mentioned the various different sevas that you can offer to Bhagavan Shri Krishna, who's landing on the planet Earth today to bless us all on this auspicious occasion of auspicious celebration of Holi. Now, whoever would like to make any offerings to Bhagavan Shri Krishna, how do you go ahead and make the offering? This is a 3-step process. The first step, if you want to know more details, or if you want to do something but you don't have the finances or the means to do it, you want the causes to connect with you to help you manifest the funds to be able to make that offering, then you can go ahead and fill the first form, which is the registration form. I'm going to go ahead and project the registration form. And you fill the details in the registration form and you say that, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to make this offering. Help me manifest the finances required for making that offering. Okay. So the registration form link is projected on the screen. That's the first step, which is tiny.cc/Bhava Samadhi. So I'm going to now go ahead and share the screen and take you through this process. This is the registration form. Any interest to make any offering. Doesn't matter whether you have the means to do it or not. We will help you manifest the money. We will help you manifest whatever you need to manifest to make this offering. So you click on this is the tiny.cc/Bhava Samadhi form. I request all of you to please come along with me. tiny.cc/Bhava Samadhi, and you go ahead and accept the terms and conditions. So go ahead and fill the details here. So go ahead and fill the details. Here, please select the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Here you can go to the drop down and choose Krishna Bhava Samadhi Darshan and click next. And here we have all the different sevas that we mentioned along with the costings. So you can choose whether you want to do a e-hundi, sankalpa, the food for the cows, and offering of the cloth. And then you click next. Then you have certain disclaimers that you will have to read and agree to. And then you go ahead and actually submit the form. So this is the registration form, the first step in the 3-step process. The first step is the registration form. It is not a mandatory step. This is only for those of you who want to make an offering, but you have not yet manifested the funds, or you have some obstacles and you want one of the causes to connect with you and guide you through the process. So that is the first form that we will see. The next form that we are going to be seeing is that of the payment form, which is the second link in the slide that we projected earlier. I'm going to project the payment link also. So this is the tiny URL, tiny.cc/BSD Sevas -29th March will lead us into this page. So here you come up here on the page tiny.cc/BSD Seva BSD Sevas - 29th March. So here is the payment link. You come down. It says Krishna, Bhava, Samadhi, Darshan donations. You click here. You can choose the Sankalpa offering, which is just $1. So as soon as you choose the offering, the amount shows up in the bottom. Or you can do Pratyaksha Pada Puja for $1,008. Or you can offer a golden discuss the Sudarshana Chakra, or you can offer the food for the cows for $108, and you can click on Add to Cart. The page that I'm projecting is actually the second link that is being scrolled, and you can actually see the link on the screen, which is tiny.cc/BSD Sevas -29th March. I request the interview operator to please project the link on the screen, please. Offering of the Sevas. Please project the link in the bottom of the screen. Okay, so now when you come here, you can choose whatever the offerings that you want to do. So those offerings that you choose. And then you come to scroll down and say proceed to checkout. So you come here, enter your billing details, and then you choose your card options, and then you can say place order for you to make this order. I hope this is clear. So it's a very simple process. All the different offerings to Bhagavan Shri are mentioned here in this. So you can just go to the drop down to see what are the different offerings that exist and what are the offerings that you will be interested, you wanted to offer on the Krishna Bhava Samadhi Darshan today. What are the offerings that you would like to make? Yes, I request the interview operator to please project the slides. Yes. And after you fill the second form, which is the payment form, then finally we have the Sankalpa form. Sankalpa form is where you enter the names of you and your family members whom you want chanted in the puja, right? So you want your names to be chanted so that you can receive the blessings, whether you're doing the Sankalpa offering or Pada Puja or any offering, right? We always chant the Sankalpa mantra and include the names of all the people who have offered that particular seva. We offer it in the Sankalpa mantra. So that form is the last form that you see on the screen, which is tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021. You can go ahead and enter. All the three links are being scrolled on the screen. The payment link /BSD Sevas. This now you can go ahead and submit your prayer request. Any offering of the sevas, you can put it in the chat. We have our causes available. They will be able to answer to you. They will be able to give the form. They will be able to answer your questions as well. So please do ask your questions in the YouTube, Facebook, or Zoom chats. Our causes will attend to you immediately. Next, whatever prayer request that you have. I request the interview operator to move to the next slide. So whatever prayer request that you have that you would like to ask Bhagavan Shri Krishna, just go to the link and submit your prayer request, which is events.kailasa.org/BSD prayer request. The next slide. Yes. So you can submit your prayer request to Bhagavan Shri Krishna by going to events.kailasa.org/BSD prayer request.
Samadhi Darshan is a powerful cleansing process that brings up your unconscious mind to scrutiny. During Bhava Samadhi Darshan, the wave of existence, learn to imbibe and radiate Paramashiva. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the direct experience of causeless bliss. Allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. Even without much effort from our side, our very bio-memory awakens to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. To have a glimpse of, having a darshan of an avatar cleanses the karmas of the lifetimes and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us. During the darshan, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, creates mandalas with his hands. Mandalas are secret, decoded agamic energy circuits that harness the multi-dimensional energy of the universe. The yantras and mandalas drawn during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan are directly from the consciousness of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. For us to cognize the initiation, he uses his own hands to draw the mandala and yantra. During this process, you are initiated into the same consciousness when the and with the deep space of gratitude. Even if mandala enters into our system 3 times, we will manifest powers and powerful cognitions. The visuals during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan are provided to assist you to receive these mandalas as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiates them. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is not an event in space and time. Rather, darshan happens at the moment when we are lifted out of space and time. There is this beautiful Apta Pramana from the life story of Chaitanya. In his compilation Charitamrita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 4, he writes about the sweetness of the Krishna, how he was enchanted by his own sweetness. When Krishna once saw his own extraordinary sweetness reflected in his jeweled wall, he was amazed and said, How unprecedented and astonishing is this deep and indescribable sweetness of mine. Alas, when I see it, even I become greedy to enjoy its sweetness, just like Radhika. Radhika is a beloved of Krishna, eternally established in the Sayitya Mukti of Krishna, experiencing eternally the Krishna consciousness. He says, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it, but I cannot. After due consideration, I find that the only way to release this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika. This is the sweetness of the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Bhava, when expressed through the body, the physical structure of our body itself changes. The dimension of Paramashiva manifesting in the Nija avatar for us to experience the same is Bhava Samadhi Darshan. The consciousness, which is formless, expresses the being of Paramashiva through the Divya Sharira, the light body of Paramashiva, and manifests as Nija avatar, the embodied, physical embodied form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, for us to experience the dimension of Paramashiva. The various dimensions of Paramashiva. The being is the Achavatar and the form is the Nija avatar. The Achavatar, usually the temple deity, reflects the consciousness and manifestation, the being of the super consciousness energy. But human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher level experiences from the Achavatar directly. So the Nija avatar, the physical embodied form, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, comes down to bridge the gap and create experience of the super consciousness energy in all of us. When we have the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of the Nija avatar, manifesting beings of various dimensions of Paramashiva, the auspicious components and the powerfulness of those dimensions of Paramashiva are awakened in us. The auspicious moment when we are able to catch the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, that moment of darshan for us. Bhava is defined as directing and activating the emotional and spiritual energy that is created through the meditation on the avatar. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. Mirror neurons are special neurons that observe and mimic the actions of the avatar's neuron activity through seeing in us. Mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing and without the physical act of imitation. That is, our entire body silently and without movement recreates what is happening distances far away, experiencing the super consciousness energy radiated by the avatar. This science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan knows no distance. A modern phenomenon scientists call as quantum tunneling. What exactly happens during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan? Our thoughts per second reduce significantly and we relax into the space beyond thoughts. That is, we experience thoughtlessness, becoming mentally at ease in coexisting dimensions beyond duality. There is no separation. We experience Advaita, the oneness. We and the divine become one, unconditioned by the parameters of time and space. For this, we don't need any technique to catch the glimpse of the super consciousness state. All we need to do is, with the proper context, with the space of gratitude, sit with the strong feeling connection to receive the darshan. I know you are the source of everything. You are everything, and you are in the embodied form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And you are in this body. You are the source for both. Let me connect with you. Let you reveal yourself to me. Let me be in the Bhava Samadhi of you.
As we are getting ready for the Darshan of Bhagavan Shri Krishna, let us set up our Panchopachara Puja kits. Please set up your puja kits with the sandalwood paste or powder, flowers, incense sticks, lamps, and the Naivedyam offerings. Take a few moments to go ahead and set up your puja kits as we get ready for the meditation to receive the darshan of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Go ahead and set up the Guru Puja kits and the Panchopachara Puja kits. Yes. Now, let's enter into the meditation. Please sit straight. And close your eyes. Inhale and exhale as slowly as possible and as deeply as possible. Just sit with this one powerful cognition, intensely chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Intensely sit chanting the Mahavakya with this one powerful cognition. My whole past is auspicious, even when I have not realized that it was auspicious when it was happening. Finally, it landed up as auspicious. There is a living power holding me, protecting me, guiding me, lifting me, and I was never alone. That force was always protecting me and manifesting through me. This will trigger everything in you, needed in you, to experience life as Paramashivam. Just sit intensely chanting the Mahavakya, just allowing these powerful cognitions to become a part of you, to make a strong decision and a declaration and a sincere prayer. As you come to this powerful cognition, my whole past is extremely auspicious. I know there is a living power guiding me, protecting me, holding me, lifting me, and I was never alone. Now, even if you are unable to come to this conclusion that your whole past was auspicious, you're struggling with it, you're struggling to come to that cognition, then have a deep, sincere prayer to Swamiji. Swamiji, you said this is the ultimate truth. Can you help me to manifest this truth? Swamiji, immediately he opens the door and blesses you and accepts you. Whenever you pray for the right things, Paramashiva does not take time to manifest. It is an automatic tathastu. So just sit with a deep, sincere prayer, making a clear decision. Please sit straight and close your eyes. Intensely chant the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Just sit with the cognition that I cognize my whole past is ultimate auspiciousness, Paramashivam. My whole present is ultimate auspiciousness, Paramashivam. And let my whole future be ultimate Paramashivam, the ultimate auspiciousness. Anything, I have not come to this anywhere. I have not come to this powerful cognition. Swamiji, please help me and allow me to see how my whole past, present and future has been, is auspicious and will be auspicious in the future as well. Just sit intensely chanting the Mahavakya with this one powerful cognition. Everything in life is auspicious.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
With the one powerful cognition, whatever is happening in the past, whatever is happening in the present, whatever is yet to happen in the future, ultimate auspiciousness. Wherever you are not able to come to this cognition, just pray to Swami. So that you can come to the reality that everything is auspicious. With this, now let's get ready to offer the Panchopachara Puja. The first is the offering of the sandalwood paste. Now, please take the sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it to Bhagavan Shri Krishna along with the mantra Gandhadvaram Duradarsham Nityapushtam Karishinihim Ishwarigum Sarvabhutanam Tamiho Pakhvaye Shriyam Gandhandarayami. The next is the offering of flowers. Now, please please take some flowers smeared with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it to Bhagavan Shri Krishna along with the mantra. Yopam pushpam veda pushpavan prajavahan pashuman bhavati chandramava apam pushpam pushpavan prajavahan pashuman bhavati ya emam veda yopamayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavati pushpai pujayami. The next is offering of dhupa, the incense sticks. Now, please take the lit incense stick in your hands and slowly wave it towards Bhagavan Shri Krishna along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Durasi Durva Durvantam Durvatayyohosman Durvatidam Durvayam Vayam Durva Namasi Sasritamam Papritamam Jushtadamam Vanhitamam Devahutamamritamazirha Virdanagum Hrasvamahvar Mitrasya Tva Chakshusha Prekshema Verma Samviktva Matva.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
कान्हा के गिरधर के कान्हा के अधरन धरी बांसुरी, कान्हा के अधरन धरी बांसुरी, बहे राधा की धारा रे। कान्हा के अधरन धरी बांसुरी, बहे राधा की धारा रे। जमुना के तटवन श्रीवट निकट झूमे वृंदावन सारा रे। कान्हा के गिरधर के कान्हा के अधरन धरी बांसुरी, बहे राधा की धारा रे। कान्हा के अधरन धरी बांसुरी, बहे राधा की धारा रे। बिगड़े हैं राग रस रंग, घेरत है होरी नंदलाल, निगरे हैं नित नई तरंग। चोरी चोरी जोरा जोरी गोरी तोरी कोरी कोरी चुनरी पे शाम रंग किसने डारा रे। कान्हा के गिरधर के कान्हा के अधरन धरी बांसुरी, बहे राधा की धारा रे। कान्हा के अधरन धरी बांसुरी, बहे राधा की धारा रे। राधा 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण, राधा 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण, राधा 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण।
गोकुल की गलियों में देखो धूम मची है आज, बाल बाल और गोप गोपियां झूमे सकल समाज।
धरा गगन में हर्ष है छाया, बजे रोर लिया साज।
मोर मुकुट पीतांबर धारी, आप पहुंचे ब्रजराज, बोलो जय कन्हैया लाल की।
जहाँ जहाँ राधे वहाँ जाएंगे मुरारी, अरे जहाँ जहाँ राधे वहाँ जाएंगे मुरारी। अबीर गुलाल बरसाएंगे मुरारी, रंग भरी पिचकारी मारेंगे मुरारी, रंग भरी पिचकारी मारेंगे मुरारी। राधे की चुनर रंग मारेंगे मुरारी, जहाँ जहाँ राधे वहाँ जाएंगे मुरारी।
राधा रानी रूप है तो रंग है मुरारी,
जुड़े, होली है ब्रज के आंगन में, हर आंगन में रंग उमंग के आज उड़े, मन से मन के मीत जुड़े, छूटे प्रेम रंग न चढ़े जो एक बार। फूलों वाली होली में हो फूलों की बौछार, गोपियों के संग खेले गोप कुमार। फूलों वाली होली में हो फूलों की बौछार, गोपियों के संग खेले गोप कुमार। उत्सव में मन डोल रहा, डोल रहा, रंग की भाषा बोल रहा, मन बोल रहा। पुष्प भरी है ब्रज की गलियां, गोरी गोपियां लेकर कलियां, एक दूसरे को रहे फूलों से है मार। फूलों वाली होली में हो फूलों की बौछार, गोपियों के संग खेले गोप कुमार। फूलों वाली होली में हो फूलों की बौछार, गोपियों के संग खेले गोप कुमार।
होली खेल रहे नंदलाल वृंदावन कुंज गलन में। होली खेल रहे नंदलाल वृंदावन कुंज गलन में। वृंदावन कुंज गलन में, गोकुल की गलन गलन में। वृंदावन कुंज गलन में, गोकुल की गलन गलन में। होली खेल रहे नंदलाल वृंदावन कुंज गलन में। नंदगांव की छैल बिहारी, बरसान की राधा प्यारी। नंदगांव की छैल बिहारी, बरसान की राधा प्यारी। ओ हिल मिल खेले गोपी ग्वाल वृंदावन कुंज गलन में। ओ होली खेल रहे नंदलाल वृंदावन कुंज गलन में।
जमुना तीरे रे बाट में देखू हायरी जमुना तीरे रे बरसाना और नंदगांव के बीच की दूरी हायरी जमुना तीरे रे ओए बरसाना और नंदगांव के बीच की दूरी हायरी जमुना तीरे रे
फागुन आयो फागुन मोहे भायरी कदम वृक्ष पे हायरी कोयल कुकुत जायरी मोरी राधे मोरी राधे पनघट पूछे जन जन पूछे जायरी बिसर गई क्या हायरी भूल गई क्या मोहे मोरी राधे मोरी राधे
फागुन पर सोरंग छायो फागुन पर सोरंग छायो
गोपियां मुझसे पूछे कि राधा बिन होरी कैसी री पीहू पीहू गाए पपीहा और मोहे सुने पीर हरी और ठुमक ठुमक सब नाचे है हर्ष का उत्सव री भाग मुर जागे जो तोरी सूरत चमकी
ओ धूम मचायो रंग रचायो पुलकित हो गयो श्याम री कदम वृक्ष पे हायरी कोयल कुकुत जायरी मोरी राधे मोरी राधे पनघट पूछे जन जन पूछे जायरी बिसर गई क्या हायरी भूल गई क्या मोहे मोरी राधे मोरी राधे
फागुन पर सोरंग छायो फागुन पर सोरंग छायो रंग छायो रंग छायो फागुन पर सोरंग छायो
फागुन आयो रंग छायो
गाना तुम मुरली बजाते रास रचाते नंद लाला तुम हो वृंदावन वासी बांके बिहारी तुम कृष्णा वसुदेव कन्हैया गिरधारी बंसी बाजैया नंदलाल कन्हैया गोपी संग रास रचैया गाना तुम मुरली बजाते रास रचाते नंद लाला तुम हो वृंदावन वासी बांके बिहारी तुम कृष्णा
खुद को भूल गया, तेरी शरण के आनंद में मैं जग को भूल गया। तेरी लीला से झूमे जहां, कृष्णा यमुना किनारे बसी तेरी दुनिया। कृष्णा कान्हा तुम मुरली बजाते, रास रचाते, नंद लाला तुम हो वृंदावन वासी, बांके बिहारी कृष्णा।
रंग बरसे, रंग बरसे, रंग बरसे, रंग बरसे, रंग बरसे, नाचे कृष्ण मुरारी। रंग बरसे, रंग बरसे, नाचे राधा। रंग बरसे, रंग बरसे, नाचे कृष्ण मुरारी। रंग बरसे, रंग बरसे, नाचे राधा प्यारी। रंग बरसे, बरसे बरसे, रंग बरसे बरसे, बरसे बरसे, नयन मोरे जन सब को तरसे। गाए तो मोहे मैया प्यारी, मोरी के लन संग कृष्ण मुरारी। ना रोको ना टोको, हरि ज्ञान को यही है मोको। बरसाने बरसन लागी रंगों की बौछार, ब्रज में आ गयो ये फिर से होली को त्योहार। टेढ़ो सा है मेरो बांके बिहारी, है तीखी कटारी वृंदावन बिहारी।
Enjoyed it today. And no words, absolutely no words to share about today's darshan. It's just so beautiful. I cannot stop smiling. Absolutely. It's like my cheeks are literally fading and like, oh my God, Swamiji was in color for the first time, like seeing like real time seeing. And it's just too much, too much. How did each of you enjoy it? Please share it with us. You can let us know here. So many people are like so sweet, it was so playful. Yes, absolutely. This is the best gift that we all can receive on this auspicious occasion of Holi. And how many of you just got up from your seat and started dancing, just seeing Krishna? Oh my God. How many of you started dancing wherever you were, sitting, jumping, dancing? How many of you enjoyed it? Oh my God. Speechless. Yes. That is Krishna. Yes. Krishna is celebration. Krishna, just seeing him is a celebration. Yes, I know. Ma Venkateshananda is saying my body started dancing and so joyful. Absolutely. Sitting here and watching. We were just swaying and dancing literally. That is Krishna. Couldn't control at all. It's so Swamiji's darshan. Krishna's darshan was just too sweet, intensely celebrative. I have no words to say, no words. So many feeling that for the first time in their life, they felt they saw Krishna. Oh so much joy inside, felt like romancing with everyone and everything, celebrating life. Wow. That is Krishna. That is absolutely the consciousness of Krishna. And today, he himself came down in his Nija Avatara as Swamiji and just enjoyed Holi, this whole festival of colors. It's also called as Vasantotsav, the festival of spring. And Krishna coming in this most special form for all of us. It's such a treat, such a joy, and such a blessing. I think I'm like not even ready to talk about anything else other than this darshan right now, but it's just so filling. Like I'm not able to open my mouth for the next thing. It's the whole darshan is just still standing in front of my eyes, and I'm still not able to stop smiling. Cheeks are literally paying. So beautiful. And I'm seeing the comments are just flooding, be it on Facebook or on YouTube. It's so sweet. Absolutely. I think it's really time we enter into the power manifestation. Actually, what joy, what love, everything that you are experiencing right now is going to translate into power. Do not miss it. It's so beautiful. This sweet way that each one of you are experiencing Bhagavan Krishna right now is going to manifest as powers through you. So stay tuned and get ready for the power manifestation session. And this is we're all entering, want to let you all know. Today we all learned about how life is auspicious. Understand, from this moment, after such an auspicious darshan, I can see each of us in the camera just sitting with so much of joy, beaming with the joy of seeing Krishna. Life is immense auspicious. Life is immense auspiciousness. And from this moment, simply you will experience life as a celebration, no matter what. This is the best way to begin, best way for a fresh start. Let's all now just invoke the presence of Krishna. Just be in the same state as you're all. No need to change, no need to become serious, nothing. Just be as playful, as romancing with life, as dancing and fun and bubbly, just as you are right now, as you saw Krishna. You are the gopikas around Krishna. You're all the gopas around Krishna. You're all just the gopikas and gopas around Krishna, enjoying Krishna. Let's just be in that same space. No words can do any justice. I think like just our experience right now, let's just manifest those as powers. I know, just enjoy. Now each of you will see how the power manifestation happen. Let's enter into the session. Now let's begin with Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Triguna Rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Yes. So now we're all going to enter into a 42-minute process of celebrating life with Krishna by manifesting powers. So in this 42-minute process, we're going to be manifesting a set of 2 powers, which are going to be third eye and remote vision. Next slide, ma. Now, in this extraordinary darshan, sweet darshan, yes, the shining blue has gotten into me. Ma Celestine is putting absolutely. Okay, so after such a beautiful, powerful darshan of Bhagavan Krishna, sweet darshan of Bhagavan Krishna, all of us have been initiated, the Shaktis have been awakened in us just by having the glimpse of the Supreme Pontiff in his Bhava as Bhagavan Krishna. Swamiji, just having this darshan has awakened the powers in us. Today we are going to be manifesting just 2 of these powers. Third eye, seeing, ability to see with your eyes closed, and the power of remote vision, being able to view any remote distances. So today, with the grace and blessings of Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff, and having had the powerful Diksha bestowed upon us, we are now going to be entering into the 42-minute process. We will be manifesting 3 levels of remote vision and 1 level of third. Next slide, ma. So please prepare yourself. The only preparation you need to do is just be as you are, as bubbly as you are, as joyful as you are, everything just the way that you are. Just be as bubbly, as joyful. Now, we need to set up for the power manifestation. All you will need is I-band, Jnananjana, Aushadha, Krishna Shila, and if you have any mirror, yantra, any of them, and paper, pen, timestamp, camera. Yes. Now, let's first begin with the power of third eye. Next slide, ma. So, we're going to be chanting Shastra Pramana. Next slide. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishtannilitalochanaha kramena manasodadyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. By fixing the mind and on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, by having the vision beyond the sight. Next slide. Now, this is what Bhagavan Krishna beautifully demonstrated in his life, where he awakened the third eye of Arjuna and bestowed the divine vision to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. While revealing his Vishwarupa, the cosmic form of Bhagavan Krishna, Krishna initiates Arjuna into third eye. He declares this. He says, Natu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva svachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshu pashyam me yogamaishwaram. Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with those physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you the divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic majestic opulence. The whole Mahabharata, the whole Bhagavad Gita, the 11th chapter, the Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga, the 11th yoga of Bhagavad Gita, where the main Vishwarupa, the cosmic form of Bhagavan Krishna is revealed. Actually, that whole chapter is seen by Arjuna through his third eye, not from his physical eyes. And by seeing through his third eye, he describes that cosmic form of Bhagavan Krishna. Today, what we all had now, our 2 eyes were definitely not enough to see this form of Krishna. All of our third eyes, I would say 1,000 eyes would have opened up just to grasp this beautiful form. Actually, in Swamiji's very own life, the Atma Pramana, next slide, ma. Swamiji had time-tested, authenticated the science at a very, very young age. When Swamiji was just 12 years old, in Swamiji's own words, Swamiji says, the first experience that I was able to see everything around me, above me, below me, the whole 360 degree, 10 directions, before me, after me, below me, above me, everything. Not only I was able to see, I realized
I was able to feel and experience all of them as a young boy. Swamiji was playfully meditating, as Swamiji says it beautifully. Swamiji was playing with meditation. Swamiji had this extraordinary experience as a divine Leela to reveal to the humanity this science of third eye. The same science was not just revealed to Swamiji by humanity, but experientially given to all of us and scientifically established as well. Next is the Pratyaksha Pramana, next slide, where the modern science, the scientific experiment was conducted on the Supreme Pontiff himself with the latest modern technology, the positron emitting tomography, which was conducted on Swamiji himself. This test established how Swamiji, as an avatar in his avataric body, was constantly established in that highest state of consciousness with Swamiji's third eye, constantly awake and constantly active extremely, be it in regular life or be it in regular activities, or when Swamiji is in Samadhi state. Today, millions of people have been bestowed with the boon of third eye, where visually impaired children and born blind children have also been given this power, after which they have successfully been able to see through their third eye. Now, let's start it to manifest the power of third eye. Next slide.
Yes, now, because everyone to kindly turn your timestamp app camera on. Make sure it's facing you. Just start the timestamp app camera. Next, you're going to take an eye band or an opaque cloth and blindfold yourself. Tie your eyes completely such that no light is entering. Now, we are going to be projecting a picture for you to see through your third eye. Just remember today's darshan. You don't need anything else. Just remember the darshan. Just request Swamiji to reveal to you and see how the power manifestation happens. You will be able to see with your eyes closed. That is this power. So let's manifest it now. Please tie your eye bands. Now, next slide, please. We're going to be projecting the picture. Whatever is being revealed to you, start sharing it. Next slide, please. You can project the picture now. Start verbalizing it, whatever is being projected. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda
Let's go to the next slide.
Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda
You can go to the next slide.
Paramashivoham.
Please relax.
Om
Open your eyes. Remove your eyelids. Open your eyes. Whatever was revealed to you in your third eye, start typing them here and put it on the events page in KAILASA's HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook page. Go to the event, today's event. What are the colors you saw, What is the picture you saw?
Ma Madhushalandika has put colorful red, gold, bright blue. Ma Sunya Rao. Swamiji in blue color with peacock feather. Ma Megha has put pot of holy colors. Ma Sunya Rao has put Swamiji in God. Ma Fatima has put celebrations. Ma Anand Bharati has put wow. Okay, so many of you have posting your answers. Ma Lalao, Ma Meenakshi, Ma Anand Bharati.
Okay, this is really exciting. I know. This is remembering today's darshan.
I think many of you close your eyes and just remember the darshan. Many of you, Swamiji in blue, Swamiji in blue, Swamiji in blue.
Oh my God, I think that's like the headlines now.
Yeah, even
Swamiji
closing your eyes,
is
your
in
third
blue.
eye, all of you have seen Swamiji in blue, Swamiji in blue, Swamiji in blue. Even your third eye is not able to still like come back and see. It's like, oh no, I want to keep remembering that. I know.
Oh my God, Swamiji.
Great. Gold, yellow flower, blue, turks, elephant, peacock feather, holy celebration. All right. Actually, it is beautiful. So many of you are participating and posting whatever is appearing in your third eye. That's the best part.
Multiple colors, clay pot, flute, peacock feather, Krishna in yellow, blue dhoti, everywhere blue.
Okay.
Oh my God, Swamiji. Today's this Krishna Darshan was like so beautiful, so beautiful. Swamiji
Great.
in blue.
Okay.
Wow.
So now should we all see what the answer is? See, it's great that each of you are putting the details. Always do like this. It will really help you manifest. The details that you go to will really help you manifest and see through your third eye in much more. As you go to the details, your third eye will reveal you more and more. So now that all of you have posted in the chat, yes, let's go ahead and see what the answer was. Okay, now let's verify the answer. Yes, Ma Megha Ishana, you were very correct. You had posted you saw a pot of holy colors. Many of you posted you saw colorful. Yes, that's
and all
the
of you
picture.
are right, it's holy. Yes, it is holy. That is what all of you are seeing. The colors also, so many of you got right. Or so many of you manifested.
Actually, today all of us will easily manifest, easily have the break. You just need to express whatever is coming in your third eye. And all of you are participating very beautifully. So keep participating, keep it up. And let's go on to the next round now. Okay, now that we've finished third eye, shall we all enter into remote vision? Remote vision also requests everybody to do it the same way, extremely sincerely. See, remote vision is what? Remote vision is to be able to see anything beyond barriers of time, place, and space, into the realms of realities of far distances, places, even oceans and planets away. So being seated in wherever you are, right, in one place, you can see and experience the happenings at any place. The remote vision power is literally the all-pervading experience of Paramashiva's own third eye. So that's what you'll be able to do. Oh, Ma Divyananda, you want to see the picture that was shown, Ma? Sure. Yeah, I'll repeat it for you. Sorry, Ma, I request the NTV operator. I apologize. I request you to go back to the slide which was projected for third eye, Ma. The answer. The picture, the holy pot picture, if you could just show that. Yeah. So this was the answer that was projected. If you had missed, this was the answer. So this is what was projected for all of you to see through the third eye, which many of you had seen correctly, along with the blue dhoti, of course, but many of you had seen this correctly. So yes, now let's enter into remote vision. Okay, so now that we all saw what remote vision is, we'll chant the Shastra Pramana for the power of vision.
Vyomakaram swamatmanam ध्यायेद्भिर्हनावृतं निराश्रया shakti swarupam darshayet tada. Concentrate and cognize with restful awareness on oneself in the form of vast etheric space or sky, the Vyomakaram, which is limitless in any form or any direction whatsoever. Thus, the Chitish Shakti, the power of consciousness, freed from all support, reveals and manifests herself as a form of one's essential nature or the self. The Apta Pramana.
Oh, sorry, we apologize. I think, till now, all of you had not seen slides at all. Sorry, we apologize for this. I think, sorry.
Are all of you able to see now? Okay, sorry,
We
we
have
just
spotlighted the
spotlighted
video.
now.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And for those of you that missed, we apologize to all of you. We didn't know that you're all not able to see the slides. So, yes. Now, shall we all continue? Yeah. Now, all of you are able to see it. So, this whole Mahabharata, where the war, Bhagavad Gita, all of this, it was revealed to the whole of humanity through Sanjaya. Sanjaya was a charioteer who was initiated in the power of Duradrishti and Durashriti, being able to do remote distances, view remote distances, and being able to hear remote distances as well. And Sanjaya narrates the whole happening of Mahabharata war, the whole chapter of Bhagavad Gita to the blind king Dhritarashtra. And it is through Sanjaya's revelation of the third eye that humanity has the science today. Next slide.
Now the Atma Pramana, Narayana Swami Tata Swami, one of the gurus of Swamiji, who was well known in Tiruvannamalai to see remote distances at ease. One day a senior police officer came to Narayana Swami Tata, seeking help to find a thief whom they were searching for the last 1 week. Narayana Swami Tata just turned towards Swamiji and asked him to see the whereabouts in the mirror that the Jnananjana played and show the police officer. Swamiji not only saw the whereabouts of the thief, he also showed the same to the police officer, after which the thief was caught on the exact same location as revealed by Swamiji. Now the Pratyaksha, the Sakshi Pramana, now so many people are manifesting. You already have seen the demo also that we did before the darshan. So now let's begin the manifestation of this. We are going to be showing a picture and you are going to be scanning the answers and finding the answers. Next slide, please.
Let's get started. Yes, please turn on your timestamp camera. We're going to be doing 3 rounds. We'll be guiding you in each of the rounds. So we request all of you, like how intensely you all participate in third eye, to come. Even the little bits that you're seeing, keep posting that, okay, so that you don't miss anything that your third eye shows you. Next slide, ma. So we're going to be questions as well. Okay, Ma Ananda Bharati is asking how to find out whether it is your imagination or third eye revelation. It is a very simple technique, Ma. If you're all using a Krishna Shila or Yantra, this is for them, okay, right? First, for those who are using Krishna Shila or Yantra, if you are seeing it on the Krishna Shila, when you move it, it has to, like, now I'm holding my hand, right? When I'm moving it, you're not seeing the hand. Same way, if you move the Krishna Shila, you will not be able to see it, see the image. Then it is, you're seeing on the Krishna Shila. Same way, if it is about the place, right? When anything, see, the moment you connect and chant Mahavakya, in your inner space means when you close your eyes, Mahavakya, in your inner space, whatever comes is coming to your third eye. But if you think in between, let's say now you see the picture of a temple, right? If you think, oh, okay, this temple must definitely be in India, and you know something, maybe this must be a Krishna temple because today was Krishna's Darshan. Any logic that you bring in leads to imagination or guessing.
Actually,
Anything apart from that.
Just visualize this projector and the screen. The third eye is like the projector. It is projecting the image on the screen, which is you, like what your brain or whatever. Now, what will happen if I bring my hand between? So the projector is going to project properly, but how the image result comes is going to be, you know, there is going to be some, like the hand shadow is going to fall. It's not going to be proper projection, correct? Same way, when our thoughts cross in between, our logic crosses in between, the information gets corrupted like this. So now once like when those starts getting correct. So we see, that's why you see when it is peacock feather, you see it as just green, or you just see it as blue. It is also manifestation only. When you start telling, whatever you see as it is coming, at one point your logic stops and just the manifestation happens, because no more you're thinking and judging whether to tell that word, not tell, is it right, wrong. That is not there. That process of logic is cut off. So suddenly, so the thoughts keep coming. When you either complete oneness, so that just floods your being with that love and joy, all the thoughts just disappear. Just like how stones disappear when Ganga floods. Same way, all those thoughts disappear. So the projection is just as is. What
Yes.
shows
And Ma Ananda Bharat is also saying many times what we see appears momentarily and then disappears. Swamiji explains beautifully, Ma. In your third eye, well, what you see in your third eye, right? First, it will be like flickering, like when you're seeing something, it will come, go, like, it will flicker. Then it will just set, like frame. When you're, adjusting a frame lens, it will be blurry, but at one point, it will just click. It will be a right shot. Same. That's why you have to just keep telling whatever appears in your inner space. Inner space means when you close your eyes, what exists inside you is your inner space. All of us are clear? We just request a minute or two. There's a small technical glitch. We are just going to be fixing it. Sorry. We just request a minute or two.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Sorry for the technical glitch. Now this is a question for all of you. We request everybody to scan your third eye. Connect with Swamiji. Scan your third eye. Describe what is the main deity of this temple and what is around the vicinity, the structure, speciality of this temple, whatever. Please start manifesting. Start manifesting whatever is appearing in your third eye. Just go ahead and start posting. Please sit straight. Your posture is extremely important for manifesting. Sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. See this picture. Put this picture in your third eye and ask Swamiji. Just pray to Swamiji to reveal the details about this place to you. Please start manifesting.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
All of you can now post your answers, whatever you all saw. Marble, white color. Many of you put marble, Devi temple, sky temple, trees, dark color temple. And some of you had put it was Radha, Ma Radha Rani's temple. Whatever you Anything that appear to you, please put in the chat. I'm seeing and Ma Vila, Ma Mahadevananda, Ma Divyananda, all of you are participating. Request everybody else also to participate. Yes, of course, Ma Jalandhara Stithananda.
Now we'll see.
Okay, Durga Devi with her lion, Shiva temple. Okay, this is called Sri Temple in Imphal, which is in Manipur. And this temple was originally built in 1846 and located next to the palace of the former rulers of then Manipur kingdom. This temple